TrickyDicky, colorful commentator, puts podcast guests at ease with his humorous demeanor. Let's talk about it, don't be shy about it. Let your questions fly and hope that they reply. The Talkabout is what it's all about. The Talkabout is what it's all about. Is what it's all about. His name is Stewie, co-host extraordinaire. He's full of witty banter, waves his putter in the air. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. His name's L7 Jazz, the man behind the scenes. He works so hard to bring the podcast to your screen. Let's talk about it, don't be shy about it. Let your questions fly and hope that they reply. Let's talk about it is what it's all about. Let's talk about is what it's all about. Is what it's all about. Fire up your YouTube, get your beverages and snacks. Prepare to be entertained by the questions they will ask. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Stewie, Crease, and Tricky, they do it all for free. It's not about the money, it's about the community. Yeah. Let's talk about it, don't be shy about it. Let your questions fly and hope that they reply. Let's talk about is what it's all about. Let's talk about is what it's all about. To be the featured guest is a privilege and an honor. Don't worry about how you're dressed, just wear your favorite avatar. Let's talk about it, bringing players together with a common love for the game. Birds of a feather, so different yet so much the same. Let's talk about it, don't be shy about it. Let your questions fly and hope that they reply. Let's talk about is what it's all about. Let's talk about is what it's all about. Let's talk about it. Her name is Princess Bankshot. She brings passion to the podcast. She dedicates her time and energy with generosity in class. Let's talk about it. His name is TrickyDicky, colorful commentator, puts podcast guests at ease with his humorous demeanor. Let's talk about it, don't be shy about it. Let your questions fly and hope that they reply. Let's talk about is what it's all about. Let's talk about is what it's all about. Is what it's all about. His name is Stewie, co-host extraordinaire. He's full of witty banter, waves his putter in the air. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. His name's L7 Jazz, the man behind the scenes. He works so hard to bring the podcast to your screen. Let's talk about it, don't be shy about it. Let your questions fly and hope that they reply. Let's talk about it, is what it's all about. Let's talk about is what it's all about. Is what it's all about. Fire up your YouTube, get your beverages and snacks. Prepare to be entertained by the questions they will ask. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Stewie, Crease, and Tricky, they do it all for free. It's not about the money, it's about the community. Yeah. Let's talk about it, don't be shy about it. Let your questions fly and hope that they reply. Let's talk about is what it's all about. Let's talk about guest is a privilege and an honor. Don't worry about how you're dressed, just wear your favorite avatar. Let's talk about it, bringing players together with a common love for the game. Birds of a feather, so different yet so much the same. Let's talk about it, don't be shy about it. Let your questions fly and hope that they reply. Let's talk about is what it's all about. Let's talk about is what it's all about. Let's talk about it. Her name is Princess Bankshot. She brings passion to the podcast. She dedicates her time and energy with generosity in class. Let's talk about it. His name is TrickyDicky, colorful commentator, puts podcast guests at ease with his humorous demeanor. Let's talk about it, don't be shy about it. Let your questions fly and hope that they reply. Let's talk about is what it's all.
Good evening, good morning, good afternoon. Excuse my colleague to my left who's talking over me, but you know, he does that every now and again. Now he's in America. He thinks he's American, so he does that. Let me introduce myself. I am Stewie. I am your co-host, along with Princess on my right, who is Chris, and the man who's got a gob that can fill the Eiffel Tower, TrickyDicky.
I think he did.
Always. Welcome to episode 22, I do believe. Who'd have thought we'd have gone this far? I thought 2 or 3 weeks and people would be fed up of us. But for some reason, they like us. Some people like us. Some people don't. Who cares? We're doing it because we enjoy doing it. This is the podcast short chat show where we talk about exclusively about Walkabout mini golf. And there's one person I haven't introduced, and you'll never see him because he's hiding somewhere over there. And that is Jazz. He's all the computer work things. Thank you, Jazz. He's waving at us. I don't know what that. I don't know. He's
In real
waving at
life?
us. I don't know. He's waving at us, but he's waving something at us. Thanks, Jazz. It's not that big, Jazz. Don't wave it. Right. Let's. First thing Jazz is going to do. He's going to put some shots up for us. The 3 shots that are qualified for shot of the week.
All right, so I'm putting those up right now. Here we go. Shot 1. That was super cool.
Who by? Who by, Chris?
We don't really say that until after.
All right.
But I have it written here somewhere. I believe that was. This is shot 3 on the screen right now. I don't think I've ever seen that one there. TrickyDicky can't hear you. No. I know why. Hold on. No. I know why.
Because Chris muted you.
On the
Well done,
camera.
Chris.
I'm going to have to go pick up the camera. This should get interesting really quickly. All right, guys. Hang with.
We're just going to apologise. Chris has muted Tricky, so you can't hear him. I know it's a blessing. I shall try my best to compensate for it. But when he comes live, he will make up for it, no doubt. No. People have got that bored. Even our guests have left.
Oh no. God damn it.
Right. Are we ready, Chris? Chris is head down.
I can't even see us now, so we're not even
listen,
in shot.
I can see Chris and Tricky live, and Chris is now on Tricky's lap because he's in America.
There we go. Beautiful.
Well, there. We sorted. Wait a minute.
Okay. Did a bit of a technical hitch there. Hope everybody can see me now. Or hear me even. Put your hand
As
up if you can't
usual.
hear me.
As usual, things are running smoothly. Right.
As they always do.
So the shots are up
Sorry.
live, ready for your vote.
They were, yes. We're putting up the poll right
No.
now. I've got
So-
already ran
Well, Chris
the.
is putting that up. I'll just explain that there is no challenge the horse this week because two of my co-hosts, 1, 2, still not played their matches.
There is a
So we-
reason behind this.
We
because you're in
should
America searching
rolling
for
with it
Bigfoot.
though.
I'm searching for Bigfoot. Yeah. But I've only found
So-
trench foot.
So obviously we're going to put that on hold. So if you were the top contributor tonight, I do apologise. You will not challenge the host because I'm
No.
slackers because they're
Yes.
having a vacation. Anyway,
Yeah, I
enough
am.
of that shite. Let's get two of the best people in the world who do the most for the community in this chat, in this room. And then we've
Me,
got
that's me.
Power Changer and Classic Jane. Come on in, you two. Come on in.
Well,
Come on over to my place.
okay.
We're having a party. How can Jen
Oh,
get there much faster than you can?
'Cause
Yeah, I'm
she's a
like
woman.
100.
Yeah, I fly very
Yeah.
slow. Fly
She's a-
slow,
she's a
homie.
woman.
You never know, homie.
Welcome, Jen.
He's a sensitive
Welcome,
stomach.
Karma.
Yeah.
Want to come forward a little bit, please, Karma? Just come
Yes.
forward a little bit.
Thank-
There
thank-
we go.
Thank you very much for coming on the show.
Yeah,
People,
definitely.
People have been asking for you two for weeks, months,
Oh, that's
years,
nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
decades.
Years.
You can roast us. You can roast us.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
just
that's
a
nice.
classic
And we have got a
roast.
grand
So-
total of two. We've got a grand total of 2 questions for you, but we'll try to spread it out.
Yeah, we'll
Alright.
just stretch them out a bit.
Nice.
we,
Well,
so
thank
what we've
you for
basically done
having
this
us.
evening, we're trying to dedicate this evening's show for you two. So we got a lot of questions to get through. I'm sure there'll be someone alive that will come through that will hopefully get through to you and get answered.
Yeah.
So like we say, just be as honest as you can and have a bit of fun.
Very
Basically, this
exciting.
show, to everybody watching, well, basically, this is going to be a classic show. Basically,
A
basically,
classic show.
Oh,
on your feet.
We are
because we've got
honoured.
that many. We've got that many questions for you. We really are. So
awesome.
we're just,
No, I
we're
love
just
that.
gonna
Definitely
all to the classic.
excited about it.
Just got to show
Mhm.
how popular and how much people think of you two.
Have you been
So-
drinking, Stewie?
I've had a few.
He is being
Well,
super nice.
Can you be
Weird.
quiet then? Because you're just talking now.
All right.
I'm doing a
How
tricky.
about we
Question
do this?
number one. Question number
Yeah,
one.
let's do that. Here we go. From Knockout, he would like to know, how did you two meet?
Well, we met on the main server, and I came across him and some of his buddies, and we started to play doubles. And I was like, oh, I've never played doubles. Instantly got addicted to it. And then we started to try to like get everybody on the server to play doubles with us. We'd be typing in the chat, be like, hey, come to this room. We're doing doubles. We'll teach you how to play it. So we were hooked. And that was like 3 years ago. And then
Yeah,
we
that was I was rolling with the Bogey Boys.
on
back then.
Bounty, the Bounty server, shout out Might as well. And we
Yep.
were like super hooked at that point. And Bounty was amazing. We, still love Bounty. But I think
Yep.
Bounty, we were having to wait for games because of the way that it pairs up. So we're like, we'll just do a little server on the side and we'll just, play on the side and play doubles on the side. And so, yeah, we stuck together and been doubles partners and totally addicted to the game ever since.
Ah,
So
To
nice.
answer your
Have you-
question, we
This
met on this
does
game.
have a second.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just
Thanks,
answered
Tom.
the
Physically
question.
met each other.
So you
Have you
kind of
physically met each
already
other?
Answered this. So the second part of this knockout question is, what was the inspiration for creating the Classic League? So
Karma, how honest
maybe
do we
just
want to be
kinda-
about this?
You have to be
Well,
honest.
be honest.
So the classic
Because if
league,
you're not honest, we'll jump in.
yeah, we could be honest if we need to be, right? I mean, so the classic league, I think June 2nd, 2023 was when I made it. So that's
I think so, yeah.
about 27 months or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a late night. It was definitely drinking quite a bit.
Yeah, that's
And I decided, why not just start a doubles tournament? Try to get, like Jen was saying, we're such big fans of doubles. We really wanted to put together a tournament with some of the best doubles players in the world and showcase it. So I made this league one night, and I woke up the next morning and I said, Jen, we made a Discord server, and she's like, you did what?
yeah.
I was like, we're running a Discord
Okay.
server. It was Jen, myself, and a Talisman, our third original member.
Talisman. Yeah.
And shout out to Talisman if you're watching. But yeah, that was really the beginning of the Classic League. So there was a little bit of a backstory, like Jen said, with the Bounty League, and shout out to the Bounty League. I'd say the Bounty League and Chris's leagues are really the two pioneers in the Discord servers. They really just
Definitely.
established everything, you know. Like
Mhm.
without them, we would have
Mhm.
never been able to build the Classic League. So we learned a lot
Yeah.
from both of those leagues, and then we kind of just, one day at a time, just built it from there. So that's
We really thought we were going to be just a supplemental server to the bounty. We were just going to have
Yep.
side matches while we were waiting for bounty matches. And one of my friends helped me make a little bot, and we were just having so much fun with it. And it grew,
Yeah.
the community liked it, and it
Well,
just
it's like we always
took
said
off.
about the bounty. The trouble with the bounty was if the Europeans or the Americans held most of the bounties, the
yeah.
Americans had to wait for the Europeans to wake up and vice versa.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
the
So it was
Bounty
always
League was
quite hard.
great. We thought there was some stuff that could be improved with it, and that's kind of where we started with the Classic, doing the automated bot. Just the scorecards in general seemed like a tedious process. The manually awarding of the names, but like I said,
No, it
really
is.
just laid the groundwork for what we built.
Yeah.
We owe lots of the Bounty.
I was
There's more of a
definitely
backstory there, of course. I was actually
inspirational.
removed from the Bounty server temporarily there, and that kind of inspired the Classic as well. But
I think you
Yeah,
answered quite
we're
well,
over
so we
bridge.
won't jump in too much on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As one of those admins over there, I can assure you, putting those in, each one, like you said, manually in after each game was difficult. And Talisman and I spent so much time. There was a couple others doing it, but we were the ones that were on the most, so we were like rapid firing those, and it was definitely hard to keep up with that manually.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
We were
Yeah,
always
you guys did a
impressed
great
by
job.
that.
Very impressed.
The
Yeah.
amount of work that people put in on Bounty to switch those little emojis every time and check the scorecards. Like y'all were superstars keeping it going. I'm always impressed by that. Just all that manual work.
Just to jump on Karma's answer, but I think you said you got the inspiration from the Bounty leagues. I think now people like the Wonderland and Chris's are now getting inspiration from you, and they're working on their leagues now.
Yeah,
So,
I think all of our servers will take inspiration from each other. We're
Yeah.
all doing so good in our own respects. We take a lot of stuff. We try to be innovative in what we do, but we obviously take notice of what's going on in the other servers and what works and what doesn't. And we hope that people watch our stuff on the Classic and participate on the Classic and are inspired to do other things with the game, because really it's all about growing the game at the end of the day, right?
Yeah, our
It is.
mission
It
is
is.
like to be unique. Don't do what other servers are doing. Create our own stuff. Find our own way, and we've done that, and it's worked well for us. We just try to stay, don't step on anybody else's toes, and just try to stay, unique and stuff.
Well, I don't think you're stepping on people's toes, because I know you and Chris talk, so you're not talking. I say you're not stepping on toes, and you are working together, even though you're on different servers, just to keep things fresh.
Of course, it's like we've always said, and Karma and Jen has just said, we don't want to step on anybody's toes, but we are all in here for the same reason.
Yeah,
of course.
To entertain other people, because that's what we're trying to do. It's all about community and getting people involved and different ways of playing and all that kind of thing.
And we've gotten so much help from Chris, promoting and live streaming the Fit tournaments. You streamed how many matches for, and we
It
really
was
appreciate
crazy,
it.
lot.
yeah.
Close to 50 now in total of all the seasons.
And the Walkabout Wonderland tournament, that was a great tournament that all the servers kind of collaborated with each
That's
other.
awesome.
So it is definitely possible to collaborate.
Of course it is. Yeah, of course it is. Anything else coming up, Chris?
Yeah, so we do have some questions coming in from the live, and I can see what's coming in. We will get back to those. I want to go through the ones that we have set up because some of these are pretty close to those. So this is still from Knockout here. We have question, his third part of that question up. And that is, which format is your favorite on the Classic League?
Ooh,
Ranked doubles,
asking me to
addicted,
pick one of,
crack.
like my favorite kid.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's tough. Yeah, I'd say like what Jen was saying, doubles is kind of our go-to. You know, it's why we built the server. So I would say bank ball doubles for me because I really like that extra degree of strategy
ball
about,
doubles
you know,
is
do you
good.
bank it or do you
Mhm.
not bank it?
Yeah.
But I also think I always had a soft spot for best ball. Best ball is such a casual game, and a lot
Yeah.
of people don't take it seriously, but it's such a refreshing thing to play a best ball game and to not really care about the score and just kind of go for a crazy shot. So I'd say best ball or doubles. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
also the mood you're in. You want something more casual?
Yeah.
Go best ball.
Yeah.
You want something
Can I,
Yeah.
intense?
can I throw
Go
can I throw a spanner in the works?
Sure, yeah.
Because
Well, there's a surprise.
you put well you mentioned best ball, and us three, Chris, Tricky. When we go on best ball, we always make it to a 3v3 match play.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, we prefer the
Mhm.
3v3.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
More
We
intense.
just find it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
does that bother you? People put a switch to do it, or are you happy that people put a switch to your?
Oh no, it's great that they play
Yeah.
for
We
three
think
versus
it's
three
great.
match play. In all honesty, we probably should make a 3 versus 3 match play channel. The reason that we haven't made one yet is just to kind of consolidate the game flow through one channel. We
Yep.
really want to get to our benchmark of at least we're almost there, 2,000 people on the server before we can start adding some more channels.
Yeah, there's been
Yeah.
there's been a suggestion of just adding an additional button. So instead of it saying VR or mobile, it will say 3v3 or best ball. So that's
I would
where
like
we're
that.
kind of maybe we're probably going to go that direction and
Yeah,
figure out
that's
because there's
probably gonna
not
be
a
our
lot
next
of
move.
mobile. Like, have y'all played mobile? Do you know?
Hell no.
Like, not a lot.
I tried to
I've
only
never
that
played it.
I've only seen that one
But we
person
play
on
people
mobile.
against it.
The
Yeah.
chat
Yeah.
PvP.
So
I mean, I actually like having the mobile option because I really do
And you have
think
that extended
maybe
penis that comes out.
yeah, that
yes,
is.
you get the extended penis.
It
And
does. It
Sorry,
does.
it keeps doing that.
it's a
Sorry.
different game, but it's a fun game. And if you don't have access to a headset, I do think it's cool that we have it as an option. So maybe
You're out
we'll
of
have to talk
town or
about it. But
whatever.
Yeah.
It just
Yeah.
didn't get the traction we were hoping it. We thought it was going to blow up, right?
no,
And it
I
did
feel
not
like
blow up.
maybe one day it will, but
Uh,
it hasn't yet. That's for sure.
No.
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 All right. We are going to move on. We have a question in from Derby Daz. Derby Daz, are there plans to make the CGA European friendly?
Oh,
We knew this question was
controversy.
going to be asked.
Yeah,
Right? We
Definitely.
knew
Controversy.
this.
we knew this question was going
Yeah.
to be asked, and I have to say, any questions about the CGA Europe have to go through our official European delegate, Tiger Hoods. He does represent the CGA Europe,
That's
so we
right.
have to pay respect to that. Consult
Yeah.
our attorney, Tiger Hoods.
It's it's a good question. It's like
Bullshit.
everybody's going to be a little bit different in Europe. We know earlier is going to be better for them. We do have some people like Kaida and those that are will get up at 3:30. But it's like even if we move it back a couple of hours, that's going to put you at 1:30, maybe 12:30. It
It's
Yeah,
never
that's
may
gonna
not
even
gonna
be
happen.
early enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we're
never gonna
cutting
fit.
out California, so we're having difficulty with the time zone for California and the UK, and it's someone's going to be having trouble, playing, and and then the production team needs to be available, and that's without that.
I mean, the reality
have
is
the
it's very hard to
CGA.
put on a tournament, as all you guys know, for the entire world in their time
Yeah.
zones. You'd have to change the structure of the tournament. It's just not to say it's not possible, but it would add definitely a lot more on the production end. And I really just leave that to Jen.
It takes
if she
me a
wants
few
to do that.
hours to set up every stream with graphics. If I'm doing intros, if I'm doing overlays, I need a good 3 to 4 hours to set up every day. And I sleep in. No, I'm kidding. I don't sleep in that much, but I need
dare
all
you.
day. I need all day to set up. These later night streams are so good for me and my, being able to get everything set up, eat dinner, do what I got to do, and then do the CGA at night. So, I mean, I'll
So
think
can
of
I just
ways
say-
to. Mhm.
Can I just say, in short, it's a no, isn't it?
It might. I don't know.
Well,
I don't know
think
yet.
it's ever a
We're
no,
still.
right? I just think
we're still
we have to
thinking,
weigh
yeah.
out a lot of the,
Mhm.
and we actually, honestly, we just want to get season one in the
hurts.
books because it's kind of
Yeah.
a pilot season. We have to try some stuff out.
Yep.
See what the scheduling's like on Gen. See how it plays out with the audiences before we could really
Mhm.
make adjustments. I mean, we're thinking about maybe expanding the rosters or the teams for season 2, but time
Yeah.
zones might be a bit tricky. Yeah.
It only
So-
hurts
so
the
what about
CGA not to have Europe because every
does, it
European
does,
player I've
yeah.
ever met are incredible. Like
Mhm.
Stewie, TrickyDicky, Big Jaw, MOBA. These guys are major.
It's a-
We need them in the CGA.
Excellent players need them
We
in the
need
CGA.
them.
It's tough.
So it's like,
Yeah,
how
it's
can
tough-
we?
it's a
So
tough
we are
one.
definitely
what about what
trying.
about a CGA, a European stroke rest of the world league? If you can get somebody on board from
Yeah,
it's
someone
all
else
to
to
do-
run the
it's all to do
European
with-
side. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all to
And
do
then-
with their
and then-
But
streaming.
you'd also
isn't it?
have to do a different streamer as well,
Yeah.
though, is,
Yeah,
is
and
what
then,
sounds,
then, and
you
then,
know,
then
yeah.
maybe have a match up against the top European wrestler world team against
And that's
whoever wins your
definitely,
CGA
that is,
ranking.
yeah.
Yeah, we were talking about stuff like
That's
that, and
definitely an
you know,
option.
somebody proposed something where CGA players play non-CGA players in an event in the off season. We're going to be looking at that as well, or maybe even for next
Mhm.
season.
We just appreciate people want to be a
Alright.
part of the CGA. You know, we're having fun
Yeah,
with it. So
it's-
we're glad people want to try, you know, be
Absolutely.
a part of it. So
Like I
that's
said,
cool.
And we knew
it-
there would
it
be
was
some
always go- it was
controversy
always
there.
going
We
to be
knew that would be
impossible to
there.
include the European stroke rest of the world into something so big because of the time difference.
Yeah, and we're trying to do, yeah.
It was never going to happen.
It's tough, you know.
Okay,
If we're
fair.
not talking 2 or 3 hours, we know it's a huge gap. It's at least a 5-hour time
You can
difference,
be up
depending on your time
7
zone. It's
hours on
tough.
sleep, aren't you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
We're trying to
Yeah,
build the
it-
CGA is we're not trying to necessarily support the server or players. We're trying to support viewership. We're trying to create a show. We're trying to create entertainment for viewership.
Exactly, yeah, I
and,
totally agree.
So it's about the viewers, and I'm always on the mindset of what's good for the viewer. So we you know,
Can I-
consistent times, know when it's going to be, you know, what
Can I
day,
ask you a
what
question
time,
about that?
always the same. Uh-huh.
So you're saying you want to showcase the best players and you want to show this off. Why the hell did you put worst ball in? What made you do that?
it's a
You know,
fantastic
that's been
question.
our
Tricky.
most liked. That's been our most talked about and most liked
Really?
mode.
It has
Most
been our
They-
talked
most.
everybody
about, I can
loves it.
understand.
I would say most talked
They
about.
love it.
And
Yeah.
people do love it from the CGA. It's very interesting how some games they
It's
play out better
entertaining. Yeah.
for the CGA,
Yeah.
but they wouldn't play as good for casual play. I agree with you. Playing worst ball is grueling in casual play.
It is.
And
For
it's hard to
viewership,
bad
it's real
players.
good to watch those
It kills
guys
people's
struggle.
confidence in the game. It's
Yeah.
it's an absolute mental and grind out there in worst ball. But for the CGA, it fit
Yeah.
really well. People loved it.
Yeah, we're trying to do
Wow.
different events for everything. We don't want to repeat anything. We have so many modes that we've come up with over the the couple of years. We're
Yeah.
putting everything in there. And tonight we've got the kitchen
Big
sink.
match tonight. We got the kitchen
Is
sink
in
on
there.
the way.
Yeah.
It's the All-Star
So-
Points of Palooza. Tune in.
Yeah.
9:30
Okay.
tonight.
That should be-
Nice.
Nice. All right. So
but-
we are
but
going to
just
go
going back-
ahead.
Oh, sorry. Go on, Chris. I
Go,
was just
go
saying-
ahead,
just
Stewie.
to
I didn't hear you.
just to emphasize the time difference. Like I say, you could just look at the guests we have. I know you're on tonight, but we struggle to get guests from America because of the time.
It's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can
Yeah,
see
then
that.
we
And
get-
that's why I don't watch
then
your
we
pod
struggle-
live most weeks. I try to watch it
Yeah.
every week, but I'm just getting home from work at that time usually.
And then
Yeah.
we struggle to get Europeans because it's late for them. So if we're
Yeah.
struggling to get guests because we're trying to find an happy medium, that's just once a week. So to try and get matches every week,
We understand.
we understand where you're
It's
coming from.
difficult.
How
Yeah.
hard,
Yeah,
how
and-
hard it could be to try.
I want to say
organise
kind of an
that
extension of that, Stewie. We also really wanted to be courteous to the other servers and what's going on when we designed the CGA. So we, purposely picked Tuesday and Friday as the days, the times, in some respect the same. We don't want to like step on anyone's toes. We have so much other stuff going on. You got the Chris's weekly tournament. You have our weekly tournament, the Monday night leagues. You got parity on Wednesday. There's so much
Mhm.
going on. that
Yeah, we're
tried
trying to avoid other
divide it in a
conflicts.
good-
Yeah.
good
Yeah.
conflict.
And we
there
appreciate that.
Avoid avoid anybody
We
else.
appreciate
Yeah.
that.
Because those players are gonna be over there anyways.
Yeah, I mean, we
Well,
want
for
to
us,
give people the
yeah.
opportunity to play in everything if they want to.
I mean,
Yeah.
even in production, like if we weren't doing the production that we could do this at any time. But we've got the dual cam and then the setup and the graphics that I'm doing on the back end. I mean, it's really what drives why it's at the time that it is. So
Mm.
yeah.
Yeah, we understand
Setting
that.
up for the Talkabout takes absolute hours and hours. So I understand
tell,
because
yeah.
my
I can
guess
tell-
is
yeah.
my
So
guess
coordinated,
is
so-
that it's similar type of setup
Lot.
of needing everything ready to go. So I understand. And Tricky and I both sit here.
For hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Usually over video chat. Only the last
Yeah.
2 Fridays we got to do this in person.
We are here together. Yes.
Together, but
That's
yeah.
so cool that you guys are right next to each other.
I love what
Yeah.
y'all are so
I heard
organized and
Matt say
coordinated. It does take
He
a
said
lot of work.
something like,
Mm.
"This is the first time that you guys have been further in VR than you are in real life."
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it is.
Oh, it is.
it's actually 2 weeks in a row this has happened there.
It is 2 weeks in a row. Yeah.
Very cool.
But it's all
Yeah.
good.
We're further apart this one because last time we didn't have two guests. We do try to avoid two guests at once, but
Yeah.
this is one of those weeks when it was needed. So we are going to go ahead and we're going to take that down and we're going to move on over to Classy's question. So Classy would like to know, how do you two handle the inevitable disagreements on a server decision or direction? Spin the wheel or play for it?
Classy, that's my guy. Shout out to Classy. He was probably my favorite guest on your podcast thus far. I got to say,
He's funny.
great
Yeah,
job.
lovely
So he
Shout
wants
out
to know,
Classy.
like, when you're in a match and there's the wheel is spun.
No, you guys. I
Or-
think he's talking about
He
you
wants to know
guys.
how we sort out disagreements on the server, and
Oh,
there's
I
never
run the
any of those,
show and I
Classy.
call the shots. No, I'm kidding.
No, I'm just kidding.
Move on.
Okay,
There's
next
one
question.
cook in the kitchen. No, I'm kidding.
There's
No.
a lot of
You know,
disagreements,
no.
as you could imagine. But I'm gonna be
Oh,
honest
yeah.
with you. If there's a true stalemate situation, I usually defer to Jen because I just got so much respect for her. She knows what she's doing out there. So,
Yeah.
but
Well, no,
we
we've
are
got a
very
good
honest
team,
with
you
each
know.
other,
We've got Homie One Kenobi, we had Mark, we've got Fugo, El
yeah,
Jorge.
we'll talk over anything
They're
big with the
so
team.
good with
And
any
our
kind of
most important thing is that
issues.
like you always say, honesty. As long as we're all honest with each other, it doesn't really matter which direction we end up
Oh,
going.
that's
I just want
massive.
to
Yeah.
lay all of our cards out there, and we really we don't bullshit each other. Jen or I, we don't. We just lay it all out there, and then I'll defer to her if it's a true 50-50 ball.
Yeah.
Had some tough
All right.
situations that have pushed me to the point of delete
let's
the
talk
server.
about. Look, the All-Star game,
but
right? The
I
All-Star game.
remember
I was
a
very
couple
upset
of
at Jen
those.
for cutting out the All-Star game in the CGA. And she had great reasons for doing it. So I wasn't angry at her. I was just angry that she had to cut it out. And then she ended up, coming full circle and adding it back in under controversy, of
Yep.
course. But
Yeah.
even if you disagree, sometimes it comes full circle. So it is what it is.
Well, I think we can all
Absolutely.
agree with
Yeah.
that because we never put anything on this podcast without discussing it with each other. Plus, we ask our guests for ideas, and we discuss them. We discuss with the guests what they think,
Yep.
so we can see because it's not a one-man show, one lady show. It's not a one-person show.
No, it takes many hands to make something like this, even this work.
Well, I mean, even over
100%,
on Chris's leagues, my name is on it, but that's about it when it comes to that. Could I make every decision by myself? Yeah, I could, but I wouldn't want to. I have an admin crew that are right next to me, and we make group decisions because that's the better way to do things. So that's awesome that you
Oh.
guys do that too. That's the way to do it.
I would say I appreciate everybody on the classic. Everybody does a really good job of getting along with how many games we run and the different personalities. I think we're doing pretty good, that it hasn't
Yeah.
imploded. And they're doing an awesome
Well,
job.
there's a lot going on. Yeah, there is a lot going on out
Yeah.
there. So yeah,
No, we wouldn't be able to
Right.
do without our team. No doubt.
no,
Our
that's
team is
100%.
really awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. All right, so here we go. We're gonna go on over. We have a Shooter McGavin. It's got
Shooter.
2 parts. So here's the first part.
Earmuffs, Stewie. We don't want to hear this one.
Yeah. It was a shit standing. Just saying, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, you keep thinking that. Anyways, Shooter McGavin, are you both happy with how season 1 of the CGA is going?
I'll let Jen take this one.
Yes, I am.
Chicken
I get
shit.
very excited about the games, and that's what I wanted. I wanted to be motivated to keep it going and keep it being creative with it. And I've really enjoyed it, and I get excited about the games and watching the players, and it's everything I thought it would be and more. And I really appreciate how all the players are really into it to the point of like they're very intense about it. And
Yeah,
it's really,
sure.
I really appreciate their motivation to play it. It's been better than I thought. Yeah, we're
That's awesome.
People are
really
taking
happy.
it very seriously, and I
Alright.
think that's great.
Yeah.
I've got a
gonna
question on the CGA.
pick up-
the
hold on.
teams? Sorry, go on, Chris.
Let me
Go on,
kick up the second part of this first, Stewie.
go on.
Is there anything you wish you had done differently with the CGA? This is the second part of the question.
Yes, but
Well,
the Europeans in.
yeah.
Yes, I wish
Yeah,
I would have
they're
We're
said.
learning as we go.
Yeah.
right? So,
Yeah, I wish I
definitely
would have
some
said
stuff.
we might be adding an event or 2 for balance since it's season 1 to see what we can and can't handle. I just didn't make that disclaimer, and some players got very upset that I added, an extra event out of the blue. But it was always in the back of my mind that we might do
You added
it.
the weekly event a
Yeah.
couple weeks ago. So
Yeah,
there was
it's a
precedent there.
pilot season, So I just, I didn't know if it would work or not. So I wish I would have been able to, hindsight 2020, but that's about
We also
it.
learned that Ace
Yeah.
Race is not the best CGA event.
Ace Race sucks.
Shout out to Needham. You have to look
Yes,
at
it
the
does,
Masters when he
yes.
won the Ace Race.
It's not good
it
for
was kind of a
CGA.
crapshoot, yeah.
No, it's not good. All the
But
other
it
modes
looks
have been
like it's fun to
fantastic.
play. Is it
Oh, it's a
fun
lot
to
of fun to
play
play.
regularly?
Oh,
just
yeah,
not
it is.
for sure.
in
It is a
CGA.
fun.
Okay.
It's too intense for CGA because they had so many questions about milliseconds of balls entering the hole and what if this happens and what if this. So it was like,
And we had
yeah,
to
it was
slow
like,
it down
they're
frame by
right.
frame.
It's
We
too
into it,
crazy.
rocketed the
Yeah.
ball into one hole, and frame by frame we
Couldn't
saw
even
it, but on
see
live we
it.
couldn't see it. Yeah,
They're too good for Ace Race. So,
they're too good for
yeah.
Ace Race. They really are the CGA.
But we
Unbelievable.
have an alternative mode we're going to try next year. So we'll see how that goes. It should be
Ooh.
fun.
Nice.
All
Any
right.
exclusives you can let us know about?
Yes,
It's
Jen.
called Home Run Derby. So it is
Oh.
it's an ace challenge, but it's not time based, and we can see what's happening. It's a slowed down version. And it was
Three
Nice.
supposed to be a
strikes
lot
and
of
you're
fun.
out.
Karma
Three
came up
shots
with
at the
it.
hole in one on each hole.
Yeah.
And that's how you do it.
Oh, I like that. That's a great
Yeah.
idea.
Nice.
All right, Stewie, what was your question? Do you
Well,
remember?
I think Jen just answered part of it by I was going to say, do the captains, the teams know what's coming up in the future when they sign up for the CGA? Did they know the events that were coming up? And obviously,
We have
you
a
just
full
said that
schedule.
you had
Yep.
yeah.
hmm
So
schedule
they
for
knew
them.
they knew what they were going to play before.
But we added those
or
tough
just
couple of events, though. That's the only thing.
yeah,
That was
but
the
so
controversy.
they knew the schedule. It just kept to you two. All the teams knew, so they could practice
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah.
Yes,
Oh, they've got to
exactly.
practice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They know the
We
full
are-
season. Yeah.
We are going to throw in a fun question from the chat. Slappy would like to know, and this is for Jen, if you knew Karma was a Mets fan before you started the Classic League, would you
Oh,
still have partnered with him?
That is Chinese to me. I am not a
I
sports
told you he was a
fan.
Phillies fan, Tricky.
I have no idea.
I knew it all along. Damn you, Slappy.
That's hilarious.
All right. You will go ahead and what was that other one? Happy Gilmore would like to know, Jen and Karma, what was your inspiration for the CGA tour?
Okay, yeah, I do know that answer. So I've been doing streaming on YouTube, and we've been covering the Fit and other tournaments. And I was like, I'm putting a lot of work into this production, but I want to see if I can step it up a little and create something that would be for the viewers to build the audience on YouTube. And it's like, well, what do you have? You've got, when people like to watch sports, they like to watch teams. They like to build that connection with teams, and that's what builds viewership is connection. They want to know what they're watching, who they're watching, and the more of a relationship they have with who and what they're watching, the more they're going to watch. So it's like, all right, let's build teams, let's build consistency, let's brand the shit out of it. We've got all the logos, and so it's very visually like branded, and so people can recognize and root for teams, and it's worked so far. No merch yet, and that's only because it's like I'm waiting to see how season 1 does. Are we going to get into a season 2? When the merch comes, it'll be at the right time, but I don't think it's the right time just yet, but because that's going to be a lot of work. So I'm just like, all right, are we ready? I don't think we're ready yet. But,
Yeah.
no.
That's fair
Follow
enough.
up
Get
that
that.
question, if I may, Chris. So season 2, would you stick to the same captains, or would you go to the public vote for captains?
Well,
Where
we
did that
are
come
going
from?
to we're going to keep
Hold
the
on.
same owners if they decide to stay,
Yeah.
and there are no more captains. Everybody's going to have to try out again.
Owners. Yeah.
And-
Yes, I mean.
Yeah. Everybody's going to try out again, and the reason that is because it's just only fair. It's like if we had an owner that said, well, let's just keep this person and that person and kick the other one to the curb and make them try out again. That's not fair. And we want to have people to feel like they have a chance to get on the CGA and to participate. So that opens up all of that as well. So I think we think that's the right thing to do. We've really had a lot of conversations about it, and we feel like that's the way to go. So
Good. Yeah.
All right. We are being
Sorry, Chris,
asked
yes,
to bring those shots back up. Yeah. We're asked to bring those shots back up. So we're going to do this really quick, just to hold on the regular show. We're going to go back and we are going to show these. Let's go ahead and run these. So this is shot 1 going now. And this is for the vote. We do need more votes in, guys.
Get those votes coming in.
Here we go. We're going to show shot 3. So these are the top 3 from our 24-hour vote online. We do usually try to do a 3-day vote, but we were in the woods and did not have any service to put these up. So go ahead, and here is shot
Tricky talking about
7.
wood. I don't know. That's good.
Yeah.
It's just you being beside me. That's what it is, Karma. Gives me
We've been
wood
out-
every day of the week.
We've been out looking
Big
for
foot.
moose
The only big,
and taking
the only
them
big
to the
foot she
ice
saw.
caves.
Yeah.
I'd just like to say, Chris, if we're still live, we've
are.
got our top vote number in already this week on the shot of the week.
Nice.
Shout out to the shot of the
Alright.
week.
Yeah,
That's
thank you very
awesome.
much for it so far. But let's beat it. Let's keep going.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Let's bring up Matt 916. This is a group of questions. I think we have like 4 of them grouped in
I
here.
think it's something like that.
So
Group
here
together.
we go. 1. What brought you to Walkabout Mini Golf, and what were you doing prior to creating the Classic League? Which you've answered a little bit, but a little different
Yeah.
question as well.
So I was like, I really wanted to try VR, but I thought it might just be something I hung my laundry on and it just would, like the other stuff I buy. And it ended up like instantly was like, wow. And then I tried a bunch of games, but a lot of the games are intense, visually, and even, they're too intense. This game was not intense, and it had the real world mechanics. Everything was
It
great
did.
about it.
Yeah.
And I stopped playing everything else. Like that's everybody's story, basically.
So what
Yeah,
else
it
was
is.
you playing?
Oh, well, I play Call of Duty Zombies, and that's what my job is. So I just did a lot. I was doing a lot of that. So
You have a job to
Uh,
play video games. Wow.
yes. Yeah. So this,
Well, you
this
like-
ties in. This is tying in with my gaming job stuff. It's kind of.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. No, that's good. That's good. We do actually know that. 'cause we've been stalking you.
Shout out to Matt 916, new CGA member, and he did a great job last week on the podcast as well. Big shout out to Matt.
Yes.
Yes, you did.
Good.
So yeah, I got into the VR. I was actually rehabbing my knee. I left my ACL in Lake Tahoe skiing. So I was rehabbing my knee. I was trying to think of ways I can stay on my feet. So much like a lot of other people, purchased the VR and had Beat Saber in mind. And I saw this game, got great reviews, and I'm a golfer in real life. So once I tried it out, I never really went back. I mean, I played some other games in VR, 11 table tennis.
I've done the same now.
Golf
Yep.
Plus. But at the end of the day, I only have as much time to play one game, and this is the game. So I haven't turned
Yeah.
back.
Fair enough. I think a lot of
Alright.
people are doing the same. Once they find it,
Absolutely.
it's like Pringles. Once you pop, you just can't stop.
You can't
It's
stop.
so
You
true.
won't stop.
Yeah.
I mean,
All right.
WMG for
So
life. That's it.
Oh,
we're
yeah.
going to go with the second part of this question. Outside of running the Classic League, what kind of IRL hobbies do you do? Or is there anything you can share about yourself that at least most of us might not know about you?
Well, Jen's gone. Well,
Oh,
first.
Jen is
Oh,
gone.
she didn't like that
She didn't
question.
like that question, Matt. We
Wow,
lost
a lot
her.
of pressure.
Hey,
IRL
Carla, you know what you're
hobbies.
big boy.
Here we go. All right, thank God she's back.
She
It
liked
bombed
that
me out.
question so much she
It
left.
bombed me. That was weird.
So Jen, talk about your IRL hobbies for us.
Oh gosh, IRL. So I work from home. So being at home, am I getting kicked? I feel like I'm getting
No,
kicked a
we can
bunch.
hear you.
Everybody's
We can hear you.
disappearing.
No, you're
So I
good.
work
We
from
can hear you.
home, and I do gaming. So I do a lot of gaming, and I'm usually working on my other YouTube and just making zombie videos and other gaming videos. And I used to be a big mountain biker, not on the mountain, but I like to ride mountain bikes off road. And that was like my passion before this. But I kind of hurt my tailbone, so I'm having issues with that. Other than that, I'm pretty hyper focused on the classic and keeping
Sure.
that going. And the other
Nice.
YouTube is
What
Nice.
did you tell her?
yeah.
Yeah,
Hermione.
I do a lot of
Answer.
sports, everything. I watch sports, I play sports, I bet on sports. So that's pretty much what I do in my free time is just sports.
Yep. I know what that feels like.
Yep.
Indeed.
It's almost
Okay,
football
next.
season.
Point-
Yeah.
When people would know, I'm like a big nutritionist, like nerd. Like I love stuff about like nutrition, and I'm always learning about vitamins and like food and stuff, kind of on an
Yeah.
And I'm
obsessed
the exact
level. I
opposite.
think it's fun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so am
no
I.
nutritional value to anything I eat. Zero.
Yeah.
I like the seafood diet. I
Yeah.
seafood, I eat it.
He's been trying some American stuff.
Oh God, yeah.
If you have a
both
question about a
seasons
vitamin,
some
I can
weird
probably answer it. that's my what
Tricky,
you
you're
gotta
gonna
know.
Sausage
love the
cheese.
food you eat at the baseball game. You know, baseball food is great.
It's not, is it?
It's amazing. Nah, shout out to Slappy wherever he is.
Oh, okay. Fair enough then.
He's watching, actually.
Yeah,
All
yeah.
right, so we are going to move on
I put on
to
about
one of
50 pounds
Matt's
already.
other questions. Here we go. And this is, did you guys ever imagine when you first started the Classic League that it became what it has? And do you ever ask yourself what you got yourselves into?
Yeah, no. I thought we would
Yeah.
honestly, all I wanted, and I said to Karma, I said, all I want is to be able to play doubles anytime I want. That's all I want. And that's what the classic server has maintained for us. And I really thought maybe we'd be playing with 10 or 15 people circulating through the games. That was
Can I
really
just say-
what I
Can I
thought.
just say something, guys?
Yeah.
That's all the woman wants. Nothing else. Doesn't want diamonds. Doesn't
No,
want
sorry,
gold.
diamonds.
On demand
Just
doubles.
let me
I
play
mean, it's got
doubles.
so much
I want to hit a
to
button
ask
and play
That's
doubles.
you-
That's
Are you
it.
married?
for.
Me?
No, we're not.
Yes, I am.
Damn it.
Yes,
I'm not
Damn
married.
I am.
Hey, Karma, you're not my
Well,
kind.
there is one of those other questions that I don't know if it made, I know people have asked.
That's true.
Can't remember if we put it in there or not. All
Awesome.
right, so we are going to
I've got a
bring up
question. I've got
the.
a question.
You've
hold
always
on,
got a
hold on.
freaking question. Shut up.
You just
I've got a
wait.
question. No, I've
Final
got a
one
question.
from Matt.
No, I've got.
You can wait,
I've got a
Stewie.
question. No, all right, I'm waiting. She's the boss.
Yeah, you are. Finally, here it is now. As close as you two seem to be, have you ever met in person or at least talked about plans to meet up in person someday?
I'm in his basement right now.
Tied up.
I didn't know that was coming.
No, but yes, someday there will be a big party. So yeah.
Okay.
Yes, but yes.
CJ
no,
party.
no, but no,
How
but
far
yes.
apart are you?
What's that?
Uh-oh.
How far apart?
I live
Pretty
in New
far.
York,
Yeah.
and she's in
Yeah,
Texas.
Everybody left.
So
Yeah.
it's a little
On the
while.
back. Okay.
Yeah.
So
I
I
mean,
missed that because I left the room somehow.
Distance is only a little bit because
I
I'm in
travelled.
Maine. He
Yeah.
lives in
Yeah,
England.
no, I mean it's incredible that you guys were able to meet
I've
up.
travelled
I've actually
about
never met
6,000 miles to get here.
6,000 miles. That's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like an entire
And
ocean.
here I am.
All right. So we're gonna move on. What was your
Okay.
question, Stewie?
I remember going
Board,
back
move on.
about a year ago, 3v3. Tricky got very personal. He was convinced that
Oh my God!
we were going to get kicked off the classic because we played
Yes,
Jen Karma, and he was very
we played that
Oh.
with these guys a bit drunk. That's all I'm
Yeah.
gonna
Yeah.
say.
Yeah.
What did I
I was
do?
going,
What
oh
did I
my
do?
God, you're gonna get us all kicked.
I probably did something.
I don't remember. I don't
You-
remember.
Get some more
That's
context,
good.
Stewie.
That's
Good.
good because it's
Hey.
etched in my memory.
Stewie, shut your face.
it was
Stewie,
it was
the
a
chat
bit
demands more. We need more.
It was a
Yeah,
bit,
we need,
it was,
you may have to DM me because I don't know what y'all are talking about.
Cut the
it
feed.
was-
We're not
it was-
DMing you.
got-
I don't want to stay.
it got a bit triple X, but it got a bit triple X for you.
It got a bit tricky.
Between
and-
who?
You don't want to piss
Tricky
Jen
and-
off. Yeah,
We're
that's a
moving
bad thing to do.
Anyways, you know what? Now,
She's
for
like
now
Godzilla
on,
in
Stewie, your
Tokyo.
questions
Man.
need to filter through Tricky and I. Just saying.
It didn't. It didn't at all. You're on about somebody else.
No, no,
You're on about the
Classic close-up
Canadian
is
girl.
all this is.
Okay,
no,
no,
that was a
all right.
that was a different game.
Hey,
Oh,
hey,
right.
hey.
I would have remembered.
Anyways, Matt916 to Jen. Maybe putting you on the spot a bit, but which do you like better? Running and streaming WMG content for the classic server or creating content for the various zombie apocalyptic shooting games out there?
Definitely.
And why?
Okay, yeah. Zombies is work. Walkabout is like passion. So I like that much better. So yeah. That's an easy question. So,
So more to the classic than the zombies.
Yes, I love this so
Yeah,
much more.
massive.
It's so much more
Yeah.
fulfilling. It's a better community too. The Call of Duty Zombies community is toxic AF. So that's
yeah.
why
Oh,
I play
God,
this
yeah.
game. Get away from some of that toxicity. You know,
I mean,
this
some
is
people would say that we're zombies playing this game. I mean, I would never say that.
yeah.
I think, and this is said a lot through a lot of the community, is that this game, I really feel like we have the best community in this game.
Oh, God, yeah.
Absolutely.
All
Yeah.
through all the
100%.
servers. We
Yeah.
just have an amazing community that backs this game. We do have a question in from T1000. What the hell is classic cash? That's how
Yeah.
it was
So
written.
Classic Cash coined the term rank roll by Karma. It's the bankroll, but it's your rank. So it's how many wins you've gotten. And I wanted to do something different and fun, something people would,
Yeah,
I
Carmen,
guess,
you're boring.
like a little more than just a number next to their name.
I tried.
I thought people would be like a little, give it brand. I'm always about branding stuff. So I wanted to like give it something, fun. Let's turn it into money and call them fat cats. And, it's
Yeah.
not meant to be very intense. It's just meant to be kind of cute. That's it.
tell what,
You
so.
do realize.
I like the
oh,
idea, but what I would like to have seen is win to loss ratios.
Sure, yeah. I mean, that's where ranked play plays in, though. You can see that in the ranked
That's
play.
why we have
We
the
can
rank
see it in the
play.
ranked.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also, if
Definitely,
you win,
I wanted to make sure we had something casual where people didn't feel like they lost something when they played something, because this game is so enjoyable on its own. We're really here to play this game and socialize. We weren't really about that
Yeah.
dollar at the end. That's just,
That's it.
for
it's a shame you
funsies.
couldn't, like, if
Yeah.
you played doubles, for instance. If you win a dollar in doubles, keep it in doubles. If you go and
Keep it in
play singled
doubles.
out, keep it in
Yeah.
singled out.
Singled out.
So every time you
Shout
go
out
on to a
singled out.
singles or a doubles or triples, or it shows how much you've won in that game.
All right.
I think
Yeah,
in
the
a
classic
world
cash is
with
casual.
good development, we could do better, but
And it
we are
also
definitely
ties into the
limited.
classic casino.
I wish we could.
So that it's a lot of fun. It's really just about having a reference. I mean, as we all know, we started playing games on the hourly game, and the hourly games are great, but there's no record if you even played that game or not. So even though
Yeah.
the dollar
Right.
doesn't mean much, it's just a reference number more than anything.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep. No,
So
Stewie,
we
shut up.
have, yeah. So we
Question-
have the question
question-
in from
wait, no, I have
Zanet.
a-
Well,
Can I ask a question on the same subject? Do you not find
Mhm.
that new players to your server get put off when they see people with?
Will you
hold
be
on,
quiet?
hold on,
Whoa,
hold on.
whoa, 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 whoa.
No. You're stepping
Stewie.
on another question,
Shush.
Stewie.
All right. Sure.
All
gotta
right,
concede
from
to Zanetti. We've all been there.
Zanetti, Jen
Yeah.
and Karma, have you ever introduced a game mode on your server that seemed promising initially but didn't live up to expectations?
Yeah, I
Expectations.
mean,
feel like you're
only one
targeting
game comes to
singled
mind
out.
there. It's
We
going to
know.
be singled
You're
out.
targeting
Listen,
singled
singled out. Let me just say, it's an electric name for a game. We'll always keep it for the name alone, but the game didn't really work out like we wanted it to.
It is fun, and it is a fun, intense game mode. And some people think it favors one side versus the other,
It
but I
does.
think it's skill
Statistically favors
based,
the singled out
Wherever the
person.
skill
We tried
is
tweaking
going
the
to be
rules.
heightened. Yeah,
But
it's
say what you
skill
will,
based.
singled out still gets played. You're getting a game a day or so. It happens.
Yeah, and here's the thing: everybody on our server is highly skilled, so it's like, what can you
It's
do?
literally singled out. I mean, it's probably the one that we may have changed up a little bit, but we thought it was great on paper. It looked good.
We paid
Yeah.
a lot of money for that mode, and we're not about to delete it.
Yeah, shout
No.
out to
I
Slappy once again.
understand.
Donated a big amount of
Yeah.
money that allowed us to implement
Yes.
that mode.
Yeah.
All right, so I am going to bring up, we have another question here, and this is from Katie. Now, Katie is a player that's been on my server a little bit. I believe she's over on the ladies server, and she's new coming over to Classic. So here we go with this, and she's a newer player. Do you have any suggestions for an amateur joining your server? I joined and was overwhelmed. I didn't know where to start. I turned on my notifications, and in the first hour, I had over 100.
Yeah,
Well,
Jen's
see,
very
this is
nightmares
hard.
about
This is
stuff
my
like
fault.
This keeps Jen up at
I-
night. She's got a big.
I
solution
know
for
what
this.
I'm doing. I know. Okay, we added the beginners mode channel, and what I need to do now is just tie it all together. I've got to create a little tutorial video. I need to promote it more, and I need to have the welcome channel. Reference that channel. Go to the beginners. Start there. I haven't done it yet, just because of just time constraints. The CGA, but that is on the list. It's a very high priority for me to help the new players that show up. They know where to go. Go to beginners, start there. We've got 3 modes. And yeah, that's where they need to focus. They need to ignore everything else on the channel. So
Yeah, and we're
Yeah.
really actively trying to solve these problems. I mean, that it was a KD.
Yes,
Yeah.
Katie. Yeah.
yeah.
Well, welcome to the classic, Katie, and we're sorry that you're a bit confused. We're trying to solve these kinds of problems because we get a lot of players like yourself who come in and they're just not really sure how it all works, or they're
We see them
intimidated
on
by
lives.
the reputation of good players. But we're actively trying to find solutions and better ways to integrate new players into the server. So thank you for that question.
Awesome.
Yes, I would say within the next week or so, I should have that all set up. I work with a developer and sometimes he's difficult to work with, I'll be honest. And I need him to make some of these changes. And I'm just, yeah, it's, yeah. So,
Mhm. Okay. Yep. That was a good question and
Alright.
very good.
And then
Thank you,
we
Katie.
have, let's see, from. Oh, hey, so Tricky, Slappy has a question for you.
Oh yeah.
Why does Tricky still have an accent? He's in America now.
Good question. Your rebuttal.
that is a
Yeah. Well, to be
legitimate-
fair, I spent just as long in Dublin because my first flight I missed.
Yeah, he did.
Oh
You
shit.
got stuck in Ireland
I'll
for
say
the
that,
night?
that was my second flight. My
There are
first
worse
flight from
places to be
my
stuck.
hometown. There are, yeah. But I've been there before, and the Guinness did taste nice.
All right. So we have a
He's,
question. Now,
he's always had a weird. He's always had a weird accent.
Oh,
I have to
says him.
explain it to some people.
these questions we jumped in here like 5 minutes before the show. So Biz originally had a couple questions up. We don't not sure what they all were, but we did get this one in. How much does it cost to run game modes like Triple Threat and Best Ball?
Okay, so it costs anywhere. It costs sometimes around $300 to implement, and then there's a lot of testing. And then I pay for a server to keep everything running, which is a nominal fee. That's not very expensive at all. So yeah, and then I have to pay the developer just upgrade, changes or upgrades, or it can be anywhere from like $40 to $50, stuff like that. So if
Okay.
that.
Mhm.
Yeah, and then the whole ranked
And-
portion of the server is a different animal altogether. That
Oh,
that costs
gosh.
different.
Yeah. Well, you want to talk about cost? Shout out to Fugo. He pays about $3,500 a year, and I talked to you about this for the
Yep, we've
ranked.
had this
Yeah.
conversation.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. He pays a lot of money for the rank, but it also runs the weekly and it runs the fit tournaments. So he's got this one
WMT,
website that runs all of the ranked and the programming that El Jorge has set up. So it's a pretty serious production behind the scenes. And Fugo never really talks about it, that he's putting up so much money for those modes in the
He
server.
deserves so much more
It's major.
recognition than he gets.
Yeah,
Shout out
I
to
don't know.
Fugo if you're watching. We
I
love
can't
you.
believe he does
Appreciate
it,
everything
but he
you've done
loves
for
the
us.
game so much. Yeah.
Oh,
He
indeed.
does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think we live him on a Monday night, don't we, Chris?
Yeah, we do. Yeah.
Yeah.
He plays a lot in the live room on Mondays.
Yeah.
So we have a question in from Guy B as well. This is a two-parter. One, how were the CGA owners chosen?
We chose owners that help the server, that are either admins or mods. So we've got Fugo, he's one of our admins. El Jorge, he's our tournament director. Bad Wolf, because she helps a lot behind the scenes. I've never seen someone so helpful, never being asked to do anything, and she does stuff
never
just to help. And she's
asked
such
her
a
to do
badass
anything, and she
player. I was like,
volunteered
she's freaking perfect.
over
I just
and
wanted
over,
to
and
show
she's
that
perfect,
and I wanted to
Mhm.
choose
And
you,
then we have
but I know
Tiger
you were
Hoods.
so busy.
and then Tiger Hoods.
Yeah.
Tiger
We,
Hoods.
Yeah.
Well, we wanted Tiger Hoods
Yeah.
because he's just so fucking cool. We
He's just
freaking love
electric.
him.
I mean, listen, Tiger
He's
Hoods
just
is
cool.
the CGA. Say what you
Yeah.
will about the guy. He's an absolute fierce competitor, and he's exactly what we needed as a team owner in the
Yeah.
CGA.
Indeed. Yeah, he's a good guy.
Had Mark, he was one of our, he's our mod, but he had life
Yeah.
stuff. So we went to Nerd again, helping behind the scenes. He's always there in the live streams, always supporting stuff that y'all don't even
Yeah.
see. He's amazing. So he was an easy choice.
Yeah.
Who were
Yeah.
we missing? Well, we're missing
We
somebody.
can see where you're coming from because there's a guy up there somewhere who just never comes on cam, but does amazing stuff behind the scenes. That's
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
shout out to
Jazz up there.
Jazzy in the booth. Love you.
Oh,
Jazz.
yeah. There he
There he
is.
is.
There he is.
Yeah.
Looks at all the chat and make sure we're not
Seems
missing
like he's
anything
ready
on
to
the
take a
chat and
dive
stuff like that.
into the pool.
Yeah.
But
But yeah, Karma.
Maybe.
Don't
Karma
don't
owner.
want the
I
limelight.
mean,
Don't want the limelight,
Um,
but they want to be involved and help out the best they can. They're the
Yeah.
stars
El
of this
Jorge
game.
and Fugo were the other two. Obviously, El Jorge and Fugo, it's up to the pillars
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
our server. So
Killer Clams, and
The Mambas, the
Mambas.
Montana Mambas.
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 That's it. Yeah,
Mambas.
that's it. Yeah.
Yeah, I get asked a lot why I'm not in the CGA. That is a common question that I've been getting.
I'm sure you've
often.
been asked.
Yeah.
We get asked that question a lot as well on your behalf.
I was like, there's no
So-
way. I mean, I was like, I'm not going to overwhelm you with this.
Well,
you know, it's like,
I
don't you
did,
have enough?
so, and I knew that you and I had that conversation, and I did have the opportunity to be a co-cap. I had that offered to me, and I did turn it down for various reasons. It's too much with everything that I have
It
going,
is.
and I don't
Yeah.
do late night playing anymore because of my personal disease and stuff. I had to stop playing late night, and it is later at night. So for those who are still asking why not, and why why didn't you try out this last time? Well, technically I didn't have to. I could have
you would
already
have
been on.
picked.
Yeah, that was the
Yeah,
plan.
had you not
Yeah,
been an
that was
owner,
on.
and
And
you'd
then,
been a
and then
co-captain,
her as
you would have been
co-captain.
on
Yeah.
in the CGA no matter
Yeah.
what this season had you wanted to be for sure.
I was like, I
Yeah,
was for
but-
sure. I was like, Chris is definitely going to join up with
Yeah.
Bad Wolf, but then you're like, no time, and then personal stuff. I was like, oh, get it, I get it, but
Yep.
yeah, you was always
So
there
that is
for you.
why,
You-
for those wondering if it had anything to do with their servers or anything else,
No.
it simply came down to that.
Are you
I'm being
kidding?
busy
Having
with
you on the
the servers,
CGA would be amazing. Yeah, it would be
Yeah, it was
awesome.
Yeah.
incredible, and you'd be so great
I
at
thought you
all,
just
pretty
came
much
to
every
see-
single game
I
mode that
thought
we
you could
offer.
just came to see
Bank
me,
ball,
Chris, a
you'd be
shit
electric.
show.
Bite me,
What?
Stewie. Bite me. Yes, Stewie likes to call me Princess Shit Shot in live streams.
Oh,
It's
no.
great.
Yeah.
But then, we do live him on Mondays, and I don't think I have to say any more than that, do I, Tricky?
Ooh.
No. No. You put a camera in front of
Yeah.
Stewie's face. He's rubbish.
Oh, dear.
right.
Yeah, we'll have to pull up
So-
the M&M
Don't even
stream
need the
after
camera.
Here's
this.
another question from Guy B. Is the second part of this, will there be more fit tournaments? Now that you have the
Yeah.
CGA, are we going to be seeing more fit?
Yeah, I know Fugo. Fugo wanted to run one in June, and we're like, oh, we're doing CGA. He's like, all right, we'll push the fit off until after the
Fugo's
season one.
always ready to go with the fit.
He's
is
always
born
wanting
for
to
the
fit.
He
Yeah.
loves the fit. We love the fit. We will get more fit
Love the fit.
tournaments. It just
we know what the
wasn't the right
next-
timing.
Fit will be.
We don't know yet. I don't. He's not really spoke about it.
Not when,
if it's-
but what? Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
what? We don't
What it will
know
be,
because
a lot of stuff has
we
been
don't know.
talked about. We don't know.
Yeah.
I know he's got a couple of different options. We'd have to ask him, but he's definitely
Yeah.
excited. I know that.
he had talked about real big money for the next one, real big
Mhm.
money, but that may not. I don't know yet if that's still going to happen. But then he also talked about spinning CGA into it with CGA players and then non-CGA.
Yeah, I mean, he's
We'll
putting
see.
Julian through
Yeah.
college right now. I mean, how much more money
Yeah.
can he possibly throw at this?
I know, right? True
Are you
story.
sure those
Yeah.
questions? Are you sure those questions were off Guy B? I never heard a swear word. That's all I'm asking.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, they were from him. They were. And we have one more question. Well, actually, there's two. One from Rick. So this is, I'm not sure if this was aimed at you guys or aimed at us. But so my husband in the chat was asking, I believe that's who that was. How much of your daily time do you spend related to mini golf? If that question's at me, well, he already knows it's insane.
Yeah.
You know, it's a great
6
question.
to 8
Way too
hours.
much. Way too much.
Yeah, see.
I work
Well,
a
you've already
full-time
said
job,
that.
so does Jen. I spend every hour
Yeah.
I'm not at work in my free time pretty much doing mini golf related stuff, which is
And you've
not
already
great,
said that
but
setting up the CGA and streamings, it takes a long time.
yeah.
It does take a long time to
There's always stuff
put
on the
it into
server to
place.
do, CGA,
Yeah.
trying to play, all that.
Yeah.
And you're
Yeah.
always,
Set up
you
a
always got to be
loafer.
grinding. You know, I'm always out there trying to recruit new players, always out there trying to, to meet the new players who join our servers. So there's only so many hours in the day, but way too much. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We understand.
Oh,
The-
yeah.
The talk about what have we been spending, obviously not this week, but
Oh, generally it's hours and hours
Yeah,
and hours.
we're-
Just
we're
get everything
usually
structured, make sure the
8 to
questions are all in the
10.
right places. They're
But
not
it shows.
overlapping.
It shows that you guys put in that preparation for this show. I mean, it's been an incredible show to watch, and I think every week
you.
you guys get better and better. So definitely shows the amount of time and
Thank you.
energy you're putting into it.
Thank you. Yeah.
all right, we're about to hit 6:30. I'm sure Tricky and Stu, you guys okay going over just a tad where we have
Yeah,
these
yeah.
guys here?
Yeah, absolutely.
This is
Keep
not
going.
our normal time. We usually cut at an hour, guys, but we're going to run just a tad more. We are going to bring up the classic info right now. So we're bringing up classic, and this is what we normally show on our show when we don't have you guys here. So last week, we have last week's winners and last week's courses, which was Widow's Walkabout Easy and Upside Hard. Looks like Sticky
Gross.
came in with first. And how many people are tied in second? One,
Nice.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So Derby Daz,
Wow.
Girardi, Gunzinator, Indy, Master Dominator, and Zonk all tied in second place.
Nice job.
That's awesome.
Shout out to Sticky. I mean, what a player Sticky is. He's absolutely hit the scene.
Newer player.
Yeah,
I
new
know. Look,
player.
we need to have
Well-
a
well
Sticky, Derby
encouraged.
Daz, and Duarte on. We need to have them on in CGA. It'll be amazing.
Yeah, Sticky
European.
has to be in there. It really does.
I know. Duarte would be
Alright.
a beast.
Duarte, an all-time gentleman in the game too. Just shout out to Duarte and
He is.
Derby
He's-
Daz.
he's a
They're
good guy.
competitors.
Yeah.
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 And this weekend's courses for you guys, Crystal Layer, hard and easy.
What you should have
Yeah, it's
done
a
is
double
ask
header.
them.
Oh, I could have.
To
see if they
I
knew.
did my normal and I put it up there.
I haven't even thought about this
Are you
weekend's courses. I
excited
got
about
one
this?
course. I got one
Do you
course in
like
mind.
this
That's
course?
Tokyo Easy.
No.
I
love
do
Crystal.
not like
Oh,
the
yeah.
the new one. I don't like Crystal. Do you?
You're
No.
talking Crystal?
I love it.
I like
think
Crystal.
it's hilarious.
On first impression, I really hated it. And then I started to like it because it's very pace dependent, and I'm a pace dependent player. So for me, it kind of fits. But I guess some
Nice.
people
I
not
love the
like
holes
it.
where it's like the ball just keeps going and ricocheting. I think it's freaking hilarious. Yeah, I love
Oh.
it. So,
I've
yeah.
still
Still
not
banking
played Tokyo.
17 times and still putting it in without.
Have you not?
Still not played it.
yeah.
My course, I haven't played it yet with me.
No.
We will.
Yeah, we will.
My only
so,
problem
yeah.
with these new courses, though, honestly, even though I love the courses, it's just the randomness with the aces. I mean, both on Crystal Lair and Tokyo, there's so many aces that you don't know if it's going to drop or not, and that's kind of frustrating
Yes.
from a playing
Yeah,
perspective.
yeah.
But
Indeed. That's what I
Well,
found with
well,
Crystal
well-
Lair. Sometimes you can hit
Yeah.
the ball completely wrong and it'll go in the hole.
yeah, it's pretty forgiving, those crystals.
Yeah,
Well,
definitely.
Where I found on the older courses, there was always one hole, maybe one hole, occasionally 2 holes, of course, where you didn't know it was going to go in or not. Majority of the time it did. But
Mhm.
with these, there's too many holes in there.
There's too
where it
many
might
of
go and it
them.
might not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That you'd
Too
hope
many-
it evens out, but you never know.
All right. So Happy Gilmore has a question. And Jen, how did you solve the, let's say,
Mhm.
COD BO3 impossible Easter egg?
Call of
Do you
Duty, Black
understand
Ops
this?
3,
'Cause I
Impossible,
don't.
Easter
Yes.
egg. Let me take this one, Jen. Don't worry about it. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm confused.
Well, it's
always confused as
it's been
well.
years in the making. It's been a difficult puzzle, and just paid
Oh, shit.
attention to the director's clues from the game and being obsessive. That's what it is.
I'm so
That's how you solve
confused.
things.
So what is
You'll
it?
know.
You're telling me,
Is
Chris.
it
It's
a
like they're
puzzle
speaking a different
game? What is
language.
it? What is,
Yeah.
what
Okay.
is
So
it? What is-
you know how you have the fox hunts for
Yes.
this game.
Yeah.
This is
Yes.
it's like that for zombies. They also have
Oh,
like fox hunts. We
okay.
call them Easter egg hunts, and you're finding stuff. And this one was
Ah.
apparently
Okay.
something you could never find. And but we did. I think we found it. We haven't.
We
We don't have
found the
confirmation.
impossible Easter egg. Don't worry, we found
Yeah.
it.
They need to put one in
Nice.
here. That drives the community insane. Do an impossible
It
Easter
does.
egg. So well,
It does.
There's got to be something in that Elvis somewhere. Yeah, there's that star up top that sings
Hey.
"Twinkle Twinkle" to you, right?
I think it's up at Butler. Have a look.
look at that good marketing. You made me
All
look.
right. We're going to really quickly run through the KWT and then we will come back to Jen and Karma. So here we go. So our amateurs last weekend were first DBK, second Savvy, and tied in third was KD and Paul V PPP. Welcome back to the KWT, Paul. It's nice to see you in there. All right. And the semi-pro in first was a tie. We had Mammoth and Laurent and Peach in third.
Nice
Over
job.
for our pros. In first was New Impossible. Second, Blutz. And third was Browner. And then over in the elite. We had Zanetti back on first. So Zanetti now
missed 1 week.
has, yes. So out of 11 weeks of the KWT, he has won 10, 9 of them in a row. We have Gobson in second, and in third, Go Marino. Nice to see you up there, Go Marino, and all of you guys. Over with the KWT Coconut, we had Zanetti, Gobson, and Mammoth Thrap. With the Diamond, 5 aces was Indy, and the Cactus. We had Go Marino, Neo Impossible, Indy, Blutz, El Jorge, Lawrence, Browner, Larry R, Mulligan, Nutty Grandpa, and Frylock. Over with the Duck was Go Marino, Big Jaw, Indy, Slab Daddy, Stony Man, 69, Savvy, Nutty Grandpa, and Bearded Driver. And with a Beetle was Savvy and Sandtrap.
Nice
Awesome
job, guys. Nicely
And we are
done.
done with
Well done.
KWT.
Yeah,
Awesome.
indeed. And the
Zanetti, what a player that guy
Yeah.
is.
Do we have
I mean,
anything else?
Anything else coming in?
I've
Every
I've got a question for Jen. And
Well,
Carl,
there's a
if that's all right.
surprise.
I'm shocked.
No, sorry, but we've got guests coming up in the future from Wunderland, a German league.
Mhm.
Yes, love the Wonderland. Big fan.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm on about getting a translator on board. A program, I don't know.
Oh, I'm working on. I have something.
Yeah,
I
we
have
got it.
something. We got it.
As a classic, put something in mind to get other countries involved with a translator or something to make it more legible for them to join. If you know what I mean. If you know where I'm going from.
So what you're saying is, would you have a
Oh.
lot of the Germans come over? But
No, not
obviously
just- not
they
just
don't. They
German.
don't.
It could be
Yeah.
any country.
I'm just
Have you
saying,
not
but
planned in the
because
future
we're talking
for other
about
countries
Germany,
to
they will.
join
We
with
play
an
a lot of
translator.
figure out what the putter movement is with Biagio.
Yeah.
Biagio, he does not need to speak a word. You know what he's talking about.
Yeah, you do.
Certain
Yeah.
players can communicate without speaking in this game for sure.
Indeed.
Yeah. I
Indeed,
just
they can.
wondered, like, if
So what
you give you something in the plans to get more countries involved in the classic with an automatic
Oh, just have like a
translator or-
multi-language
Yeah.
option,
Yeah.
like on the server
So
itself.
what you're gonna
Yeah.
see, so what you're gonna
Oh.
see, Jen, is we have these two coming on. Now they do speak English, but we also would like to see their followers watching as well. So I did find an OBS plugin, and I'm working on getting it all set up. We are hopefully going to
Great.
see something with that later on. Yeah.
Awesome.
So
Very cool.
that's
Can
what
you
he's
reveal
talking
who your
about.
guests are?
Yeah.
I'm very curious.
We
Well, we've got
do.
Foxy and Buck Rogers, the username.
Oh, Buck Rogers. And who was the first one?
nice. They're so
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who'd you say before,
And
Buck?
they're October. They're coming in October.
Who's the first one, Chris?
Foxy.
Foxy.
They're coming in
Foxy.
October.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Foxy and Buck.
Yeah.
I mean, Jen and I had played a couple rounds of Foxy and Buck during the Walkabout Wonderland tournament, and those
That's
guys
right.
are
Yeah,
awesome.
remember that.
They're
They are.
fun
They're
players.
so
you know,
sweet. Yeah.
I had one
Yeah.
of my favorite rounds against Buck. They called him the German Babe Ruth. I was so nervous going into that round.
It's really good.
Couldn't have been a more stand-up
He's
guy.
so
And
nice.
Foxy is so funny. I mean, that's gonna be
He
a
is.
great guest.
Helpful.
I'm gonna be
Yeah.
tuning in that week for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what I'm trying to get at is, like I said, they want to come on the show because they want to promote the league in Germany, but they also want to
Sure.
get them to come over to us and join your league, Chris's league.
It's tough. You know, they've joined our league, but
yeah.
like you said, sometimes it's tough to have them stay if there's a little bit of a language barrier. So, you know,
Yeah.
hopefully they'll
So,
come on
so we're
back
trying
with
to
all
put
the
something in
Germans.
place to help that out.
Yeah, we are. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
We're
makes
working on
sense.
it.
Hmm.
I just didn't know if you had anything
That's
else
that's
like that
smart.
planned.
Well, Jen speaks
Yeah.
German. She speaks 10 languages.
I do speak 10 languages. Yeah. So
Nice.
if they
Real
need
for
help.
you?
Yeah. You can come in there and no, fuck. I speak pig Latin and English.
Wander.
about it.
I don't know. I got nothing.
She speaks fluent Burma.
We do have somebody in the room that does speak multiple languages.
Yes,
That
we
is
do.
the reason why he is behind the camera, though. One of the main
Love
reasons
that.
why he's behind the camera. As I'm waving to you on the computer
And I'm
screen,
pointing to him up
Jazzy.
there, Jazzy Jazz Jazz.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
Jazz is a
speak-
true liaison
his
between
smile
all the
on his
communities
face.
and the servers. He speaks all the languages. Watch
That's
out.
it. Yeah, he's good as gold.
All right, guys. Is there anything else that anybody would like to say before we wrap this up? We've
I
run
expect,
about
I expect
10
Stewie
minutes
with that.
past.
Well, all I've got is got to introduce next week's guest.
Oh,
If you want me to, if you want me to, I can.
Yeah.
Well, we already have.
do.
Who is it then?
it is
You
Yukon.
guys.
You
Well
can.
Yes.
Awesome.
One of the
Yeah.
OGs of the game, you can. What a great player.
Yeah.
He is indeed. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
So who
Yes,
follows
Jazzy,
Yuki?
you're right. I forgot.
Who
We
follows
need to
Who follows
check that
Yukon?
poll.
Mrs. Yukon.
No.
All right.
I can tell you though, on September the 12th,
All right.
we have
I'll be home by
we have
then.
got we have got Zanetti on the show.
Ooh.
Ah.
This fan. That's amazing.
It's good.
Yeah.
That's a good get right
He's
there.
a legend.
Oh,
He's a
yeah.
legend.
Yes.
An absolute
There
legend.
was a lot of work there.
That was a lot of work to bring on
Know
Zanetti.
We will be tuning in.
Just for you
Definitely.
watching, start getting your
You need to
questions
get like
into
the very,
Zanetti.
you need to get like the badass players that are really soft spoken and don't talk a lot, like Felix and Zanetti. We want to just
Oh,
pick their
Felix would be
brain. Like we want to,
great.
we
Yeah.
want to know what's going on
Yeah.
out there.
How are you so damn good?
All right. So we have closed the poll for the shot of the week. Shout out to, I believe, shot 3 was Zoe.
Zoe Darling.
I'm
Zoe.
pretty sure shot
Zoe
3
Darling.
was Zoe Darling.
Yeah.
So shot 3 has won with 68% of the vote.
Wow. That's nice.
Woo,
Nicely
very nice.
done.
Zoe.
Nice.
Very good.
All
Congrats.
right.
Excellent.
That just leaves me to say a big thank you to Karma. You've been a great
Indeed.
guest.
Oh, thank you
Indeed.
guys.
An even bigger thank you to Jem because she
Of
looks
course. I mean,
far,
obviously.
far sexier than you do.
I mean, look at that avatar.
I beg to differ.
You like the hair?
I did take my bear hat off for you tonight, though.
You did. You
Yeah.
did.
No, but thank you both. I think you've both been great. You've
Yes.
helped our
Very
you've
honest
helped
in
our
your
podcast.
answers.
You've
Yeah.
helped our podcast, and we all helped your classic league.
Yeah.
Just as much.
Well, it's like we said, it was just one big community, one big family, really.
Yeah.
That's the truth, though. Yeah.
Yeah.
And thank you to you guys. Like I said, you give me something to watch every week. You keep me
This
informed
is
of the
huge.
community.
Yeah.
I don't have much time to play in all these tournaments, so this is how I stay up to date with what's going on.
As
So
long as
it's
you,
huge to
don't
me.
watch it, as long as you don't watch it like Fat does, then we're
On the toilet.
Shout out to
Yeah, I mean, I have no
Fat.
promises. Listen, you gotta do what you gotta
So,
No,
like
no,
podcast and format is so needed. So we really appreciate y'all doing it.
do. Oh
It's,
man, it's
it
awesome.
definitely
No,
is nice.
yeah.
So
Thank
We've
you
been
very much. I
trying
think-
enjoy
to,
it.
yeah.
build our viewership.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is hard to build something that's so niche.
Excuse me.
That's the
Yeah.
problem.
It's so
Yeah.
niche. Yeah. It really
Yeah.
is. Yeah.
Yeah.
But y'all are
But no, we're
entertaining.
enjoying it. Yeah.
You
Well,
guys
that's
are
what
all
we want.
very
We want a bit of
entertaining.
thank you. We want a bit of information out there and a bit of a fun, a bit of laughs, bit of innuendos, all that kind of thing. So
Yeah, no, I hear you.
This was
Somebody
just as
hold
much
his
as
own out
fun
here.
as
I don't
playing
care
the
what they
game.
say about you, Stewie. I don't
Yeah.
care what they're saying in the chats. I know they're saying some stuff. Listen, Shooter's great, but we got Stewie. We don't need Shooter.
hey, come on, at least
Look,
you can
come on
understand.
again. Come again.
Shout out to my guy Shooter. I love you, Shooter, but we got Stewie. This is where he belongs.
But you can understand Shooter.
Now, Shooter, all kidding aside, did an incredible job. Obviously, I just don't
He
want to
did.
go over there.
Yeah. He
Yes.
did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
did too.
I
He
think
did
it was
too good a
actually-
job.
I think it was Stewie that picked him, wasn't it? I think you said about getting him on.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because he done such a great
You
job
got
as
Wally
being
pipped,
a guest.
Stewie. You got Wally pipped. To my American friends out there, you know what I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah.
He's
All
not
right,
going to get
guys.
asked again. That's what I'm saying.
Well, that's what you think. I think Tricky and I already decided he's the one. If you can't show up, we're going with
That's it.
Shooter.
Actually, is Slappy still watching?
I do not know. Slappy, you still watching, buddy?
I need to know because I need to know if I'm free at 5:30 next Friday.
Why? He's leaving
Well, if
next
not,
Friday.
Shooter's in. Oh, no, Friday after.
I was gonna say, hold on a minute.
Yeah, Friday after.
You're leaving a
You'll be
week early.
free. You'll be sitting right here next to me.
No,
All
no,
right,
no. Well, we'll get
guys.
that sorted out anyway.
I've got a replacement for you anyway.
Oh, good.
Fat Fat's in for you.
Oh, Fat Fat.
I
Thunder
think
Fat.
not.
Wow.
Sorry, Fat.
If I had to choose anybody, I want Guy B in here because I think he's freaking hilarious.
Yeah, guy
I want
B's
him as a
put on
guest.
show, that's for
I
sure.
want Gabby as a guest.
We will see.
We will see. We will
All
see.
right,
We'll fuck up
guys.
for a minute.
And I think,
We are going to
time to-
say good night.
Okay,
good
guys.
night.
Good night,
So
Thank you
everyone.
ever so
They're
much
playing
for
the
watching.
The top fan was Rick Ahern, but we weren't doing top fan tonight. I think Jazzy might have missed
Ah.
it.
Indeed.
All right, guys.
Okay.
Have a
Big
good night.
waves. Thank you very much.
See you guys later.
Thanks,
Bye.
guys.
That was
Don't
fun.
go any-
Her name is Princess Bankshot. She brings passion to the podcast. She dedicates her time and energy with generosity in class. Let's talk about it. His name is TrickyDicky, colorful commentator, puts podcast guests at ease with his humorous demeanor. Let's talk about it, don't be shy about it. Let your questions fly and hope that they reply. The Talkabout is what it's all about. The Talkabout is what it's all about. Is what it's all about. His name is Stewie, co-host extraordinaire. He's full of witty banter, waves his putter in the air. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. His name's L7 Jazz, the man behind the scenes. He works so hard to bring the podcast to your screen. Let's talk about it, don't be shy about it. Let your questions fly and hope that they reply. Let's talk about it is what it's all about. Let's talk about is what it's all about. Is what it's all about. Fire up your YouTube, get your beverages and snacks. Prepare to be entertained by the questions they will ask. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Stewie, Crease, and Tricky, they do it all for free. It's not about the money, it's about the community. Yeah. Let's talk about it, don't be shy about it. Let your questions fly and hope that they reply. Let's talk about is what it's all about. Let's talk about is what it's all about. To be the featured guest is a privilege and an honor. Don't worry about how you dress, just wear your favorite avatar. Let's talk about it, bringing players together with a common love for the game. Birds of a feather, so different yet so much the same. Let's talk about it, don't be shy about it. Let your questions fly and hope that they reply. Let's talk about is what it's all about. Let's talk about is what it's all about. Let's talk about it. Her name is Princess Bankshot. She brings passion to the podcast. She dedicates her time and energy with generosity in class. Let's talk about it. His name is TrickyDicky, colorful commentator, puts podcast guests at ease with his humorous demeanor. Let's talk about it, don't be shy about it. Let your questions fly and hope that they reply. Let's talk about is what it's all about. Let's talk about is what it's all about. Is what it's all about. His name is Stewie, co-host extraordinaire. He's full of witty banter, waves his putter in the air. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. His name's L7 Jazz, the man behind the scenes. He works so hard to bring the podcast to your screen. Let's talk about it, don't be shy about it. Let your questions fly and hope that they reply. YouTube, get your beverages and snacks. Prepare to be entertained by the questions they will ask. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Stewie, Crease, and Tricky, they do it all for free. It's not about the money, it's about the community. Yeah. Let's talk about it, don't be shy about it. Let your questions fly and hope that they reply. The Talkabout is what it's all about. The Talkabout is what it's all about. To be the featured guest is a privilege and an honor. Don't worry about how you dress, just wear your favorite avatar. Let's talk about it, bringing players together with a common love for the game. Birds of a feather, so different yet so much the same. Let's talk about it, don't be shy about it. Let your questions fly and hope that they reply. Let's talk about is what it's all about. Let's talk about is what it's all about. Let's talk about it. Her name is Princess Bankshot. She brings passion to the podcast. She dedicates her time and energy with generosity in class. Let's talk about it. His name is TrickyDicky, colorful commentator, puts podcast guests at ease with his humorous demeanor. Let's talk about it, don't be shy about it. Let your questions fly and hope that they reply. Let's talk about is what it's all about. Let's talk about is what it's all about. Is what it's all about. His name is Stewie, co-host extraordinaire. He's full of witty banter, waves his putter in the air. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. His name's L7 Jazz, the man behind the scenes. He works so hard to bring the podcast to your screen. Let's talk about it, don't be shy about it. Let your questions fly and hope that they reply. Let's talk about it is what it's all about. Let's talk about is what it's all about. Is what it's all about. Fire up your YouTube, get your beverages and snacks. Prepare to be entertained by the questions they will ask. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Stewie, Crease, and Tricky, they do it all for free. It's not about the money, it's about the community. Yeah. Let's talk about it, don't be shy about it. Let your questions fly and hope that they reply. Let's talk about is what it's all about. Let's talk about is what it's all about. To be the featured guest is a privilege and an honor. Don't worry about how you dress, just wear your favorite avatar. Let's talk about it, bringing players together